Hi, my name is Pavel Erlandsen. I want to present a translation model for the Voynich Ninja text today. It's a PowerPoint, and it should be pretty basic to go through. So here we go. Starting with the project, it's a model of the text you can find at Yale University. Everything is linked. If you click the links in the library in the Yale University. This project was started in September 2024. It was not based on any known systems or translation models. It was original, and I hope it is possible to understand how it works, and I will try to explain it today. It's a model that didn't look at the other language, especially around the European continent and areas around. It's commonly known as Indo-European language tree. So in this project, we chose to go to a different direction. And as I will explain, the grammar in the Voynich manuscript is called in this project for compressed universal language, since it's unique and original, as far as we know. The main first part was to find categories. Categories is here based on the first glyphs. There are several glyphs, and initially it was tried to categorize by the first glyph. That is the simple start and initial model. Doing that for around 6 first pages, it was possible to identify differences between the first glyph words. And the differences was found out to be the basic meaning as O's is description. This 4-letter thing is a root verb. Then we have this that could be a plant type. Then we have this color. A is something I call verb and often used as is. Then we have this glyph here that is size. Then we go to temperature. This I call shape. This 8 I call growth, like in a cycle of growth of plants, for example. 9 looks like to be a written part. Then we have something that could be measure distance. This one looks like adverbs, but it's not so many words so far, so I'm not sure. Then we have something I call seasons, like winter, spring, etc. And this looks like to be skywards. And there are more, but the data so far is not so great, so I will wait to say something about those categories. When we go to look at the single words, it's looks like to be mainly for calendars, for sun phases, etc. And then in the O is then January. This one is February, Mars, etc., etc. And in this sun phase catalog, we have this equinox, which happens in the spring and the fall. Then we have summer solstice. It's opposite of the winter solstice, and we have identified a glyph that looks like restart a year. And then after the initial category model published in March of 2025, and working to a number of 15 pages of analyzing, we also discovered a part of the grammar. And here we go and show you this for you. The grammar is unique. To solve it, it looks like you have to use the first glip as a category, as we showed you in the first part, but then it goes silent. So in a two-word structure, it's the last glip that decides what the meaning is. So we have this symbol like 8. The last glip shows that it's the same as near. And then we have the description category, and the last clips here, which is different from every category, looks like to be high top. Then we have a color glyph, and here the 9 looks like to be dark. And when we go to the 3 words part, on the same kind of structure, and then insert a glyph in between here, it looks like to be near start or start near. And in the description, that was high with the 2-word glyph structure. In the 3-word, when inserting this 8 symbol, it goes and becomes wind high wind. And in the color section, when we insert O, it looks like to be dark red. So all the time when you add more glyphs into the word structure, based on which category it is, it expands. It becomes more of a sentence to explain something. So in a 4-word structure, I used compass-like structure to explain how it changes. And if you have these end glyphs here, there are 4 that are similar with some attachments. It looks like to be in some categories night, dawn, day, and twilight, dusk. And if you use that with words of description with 4 glyphs, you can insert 8 first after the O, and I call this movement or power. And then if you insert A, I call this air or wind. And then if you mix with the last glyph structure, you will see also that in a compass-like structure, this would be north, east, south, west. So now we have possibility to show wind from north, wind from east, wind from south, wind from west. And it should be noticed that 2 of these words have been identified during the analyzing of 15 pages. 2 of these I haven't found so far. It could be in the rest of the text. There are many more pages to analyze, but it's possible by using this grammar to create words that can be found later, if possible. And it should be correct if you follow the same system and the system of translation is validated. So beyond 4 words, I have a suspicion that a word in Voynich is more likely to be a sentence when it becomes of multi-glyphs word. By that I mean first glyph is silent in this model, but the glyphs are represented as a word within a same category. So it has to be the same word type in a category, like we saw in the end glyphs. And then you can get a very long sentence by just analyzing and translating one word. And in this way, I call it compressed universal language. It's unique and it has a lot of information. Phase 3. Where do we go from now when we can use the model after its validation? There should be an input language into the Voynich language. What it is, we'll come back to it, but for now we use output language as English. But when the model is finished and we have a lot of translated words and we understand the system, we should be possible to bypass the Voynich text and try to explain how the input language looks like. And that will be a lot of interesting part because it will say something about the use and who wrote it and perhaps why they wrote it like they did. And for now, I plan to show the source material for the public. It consists of 3 spreadsheets analyzing dictionary and rules of glyphs. And it's a very exciting new part because some of these older updates have been already updated, but some of these are new, lots of new things here. And the date for the update will be 3rd of 8th, 25, which is somebody called Voynich Day, where we have some kind of meeting at Zoom and talk about different kind of aspects of the Voynich text. And I hope to be able to update so you can analyze and validate and try it yourself at that date. This is the end of this presentation. I hope you will enjoy the source material that I will be uploading. Goodbye.